All right, so this has been on my mind for some time. I, when we've all seen The Wizard of Oz. I remember watching it when I was a kid, and recently I watched Limitless again. I saw it when it was brand new, watched it again, and I'm like, these two movies share the same thing. And it's somebody looking for something, and they're waiting for a magical fix. And I'm going to talk about substance and even a little bit of substance abuse and our natural state and all that. So hang with me, because in the movie Limitless, okay, I was specifically thinking about a scene where the woman is being chased in a park and by a man with a machete, basically. And I think it's Central Park, and she's scared and she's panicked, and she has these pills with her that she doesn't know what they are, but the boyfriend's on the phone with her, and so the man with the machete is about to find her, and she's trembling. She's afraid. She's talking to her boyfriend on the phone. She says, "I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Help me. What do I do?" And the boyfriend says, "Take one of the pills." And she's like, "I don't understand." And the boyfriend says, "This pill, or this substance, will give you what you need. It will show you a way out of the situation. It'll take the situation to where the pill will take the situation to where you're no longer in trouble, but your attacker might be in a wee spot of trouble." But here's the thing: the pill actually isn't any kind of magical thing. The pill does not give her anything. I submit to you, the pill did not solve the problem. Those solutions that she found after taking the substance were there all along. She didn't need the substance. I've said this in countless videos. Substance doesn't give you anything. It removes things. And I'm not advocating for substances. I'm simply saying that the peace and the natural state and the calm and the being able to think and reason are our natural state. It's all the baggage that we carry on top, and the fear and the anxiety that stops us from seeing our true selves. The pill did not solve her problems. The pill simply removed the obstacles that were preventing her from seeing the problem. But she shouldn't rely on a pill. You don't have to rely on a pill. That's your natural state. Just like I was thinking about The Wizard of Oz, of course, we all know the story. And, if you watch The Wizard of Oz, the lion looks for, he wants courage, but he's a coward or something. And I'm going to get to something Mike Tyson said about that too. But, at the end, it turns out that Oz, or the substance, actually can't give the lion the courage, but he had it all along. He just didn't realize it. And the Tin Man had a wonderful heart all along. He didn't realize it. And the Scarecrow wanted a brain, but he thought about different things and devised a plan and stuff, hoping that he would get this thing from Oz. But Oz, he superficially gives them something, and then Dorothy, wants home. She wakes up, all that stuff. But he superficially just hands them a piece of nothing, and they think it's the world to them. But Oz gave them nothing. They already had it within them. This journey is what made them see. So, like this journey of life, what makes us see our natural state. Our natural state is peace, love, and happiness, not fear and anxiety and all those things. And so sometimes people, they rely on substance abuse. I've seen people rely on substance abuse, say, "Well, it gives me strength to go out, even to go out and just be sociable and stuff like that." But the substance doesn't give you anything; it just removes. I can't stress that enough. But I just wanted to make a short video on that, because in the movie, Limitless, it says, that the guy's sitting at a table, and he's having trouble making friends before, but then after he takes the pill, he makes all these friends, and he's really popular at these high-end parties. And he says that all of his fear and his anxiety were removed after taking the pill. Well, you shouldn't rely on a substance. You should be able to do that on your own. And it takes work. And if you think you can cheat the system by taking a pill, eventually you will have to pay the piper, because everything is an energy exchange, and you can't just freely take a pill and have these things resolved, maybe on a temporary status or something. But it and in the movie Limitless, it shows people that were abusing the pill or relying on the pill. Basically it tore them down, ripped them apart. Those substances like that, you have to understand, if you're struggling with substance abuse and you think that this is the answer or something, a substance will always take more than it gives. Okay, it actually doesn't give anything. But it just takes. But back to the thing about the lion, it just randomly reminded me. This is kind of the nice thing about doing these videos freestyle. Is somebody asked Mike Tyson years ago when he was in his prime, don't you get nervous? Don't you get, afraid to go fight somebody? And I expected him to say no, but he actually said yes. He said, yeah. He says, my trainer, back when I was a young man, Kasamoto, is that his name? I can't remember his name. I am a big boxing fan, used to be. But what was drilled into Mike Tyson's head was, at a young age, is the coward and the hero. The hero fears just as much as the coward does. It's just the hero has the mental discipline and the strength to go do whatever needs to be done. And so I guess that's really it. I wanted to make a video pointing out there's lots of messages in The Wizard of Oz, and even Limitless if you want, but the one that really jumped out to me was these people in the movie looking for a magical pill or a magical person to wave a magical wand to solve their problems, to give them something. But the point to this video is they had it all along. Some people, they look for happiness. They say, well, as soon as I get this new car, I'll be happy. Well, I mean, if suddenly I got a new car, sure, of course it would be happy, but that's not where true happiness comes from. These are like little paper things that the Oz handed out at the end of the movie, end of the story. It's not really where happiness comes from. Happiness is your natural state. You just got to remove all the shit that piles up on top of your natural state. There's nothing to learn. It's just removing all the shit, and then clarity comes to you. All right. Hope you found this interesting. Yeah, so just remember, peace, love, and happiness is your natural state. And you don't need a substance to feel those things. Just return to your natural state. And love one another. Love your neighbor as yourself, as Christ said. Cheers.